Hi guys, and welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it so very much. Welcome, my name is Aiden. I'm so happy that you're here. Couple things. One, I'm in the middle of a storm, but I wanted to get this up today because I didn't have a video film for today, and it's just going to be storming all day. So it's, 3 in the afternoon and dark, and so sorry for the lighting. Also, I forgot to put primer on today, which did not help with my makeup today, so please ignore any inconsistencies there. Today I am doing the fragrance journey tag. It was started by Carmen Centrics. I don't watch Carmen, but some of the people that I do watch and friends here have been doing it, so I've seen both Frances and Claire Smith do this tag, and I kind of tagged myself a little bit for this one because I wasn't tagged in the original one. Anyway, it is a series of 12 questions, I want to say. I don't know, there's not numbers, and I'm not going to count them out really fast. And I'm just going to answer them and kind of give my thoughts. And thank you for watching. If you haven't already subscribed, please do consider subscribing. I do a fragrance video every Friday. And then also don't forget to like this video and to let me know what your answers would be to this if you don't have a YouTube channel. And if you do have a YouTube channel and you're watching this and you haven't been tagged, I'm tagging you. How's that? Okay, so first up is, how did you get into Perfume YouTube? So I've had my channel for several years. I think I started it back in 2015 or 2016, and it's always been just kind of beauty. I started with unboxings and hauls, and then I noticed that my perfume videos got more of the views, so I kind of started doing more of those, if that makes sense. But actually watching, I didn't even know people did just videos like that until, sorry, the rain is throwing me off. I've never filmed through a thunderstorm before. But I never really watched other videos or knew that people just focused on fragrance until Casually Fragrant commented on my videos, and we started having a conversation in the comments, and then I went and watched some of her videos, and I miss her so much. She hasn't been doing videos as much lately. Lots of things have been going on, but she is on Instagram too. I'll have channels that I mentioned down below. Anyway, from there I noticed some of the comments that Joss was making, so went and watched her channel, and then it kind of just spiraled from there, and there was a lot of people who I just kind of met because they'd watch my video, and then I might go watch their video. I wish I could watch everybody's videos, but I just don't have enough time. My watch list, just the watch later, was over 500. I've kind of parceled that out, so it's in the 460s now, but I have my ones that I watch with just no comments. That one's now up to almost 200 because I parceled some over to the other one. So yeah, I have too many videos to watch, and I love watching them. It's just time and commenting and stuff. All right, who was the first person you started watching? Wow. So I kind of answered that, Casually Fragrant, and if you haven't watched any of her videos, they're so good. I really love her collection. We have similarities, and she's the reason why I wanted Lost Cherry in the first place, way back before it got popular, before I feel like the fragrance YouTube community really exploded. Who influences you the most? Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm influenced myself, that I'm my own worst enemy. So I see a fragrance and I see a pretty bottle, and I'm like, ooh, I want the pretty bottle. Or it's not part of the fragrance community. My mom is a terrible bad influence because she'll see bottles that are pretty too. We were in the cosmetic company store, and she was about ready to have me buy Santal blush and Vanille Fatale and White Suede, and I was like, I don't have the money for any of these. And so yeah, I have a haul coming up for that, by the way. But in terms of fragrance YouTubers, I think Casually Fragrant, when she was doing videos, really did influence me quite a bit, because there are several that are still kind of on my wish list that are niche, that I first heard her talk about them. I also think, Claire Smith, I love her videos, and I feel like I get a lot out of them. I don't know if necessarily I add things to my list, but she kind of de-influences me at the same time. Hopefully the rain isn't too terrible. I'm sorry. I'll show you what's directly above. So yeah, if it sounds loud, I'm really sorry, and I hope that I don't have to refilm this video. All right, whose taste is most similar to yours? Ooh, I would say Casually Fragrant is pretty similar. I find overlap quite a bit with, in some ways, with Paula Bianca. Not everything. She does a lot more niche than I do. Same with Claire. Frances, I feel like there's some overlap, but some of her fragrances are a little stronger than I normally would go for. So yeah, those are the ones that I think of the most. And then Joss, she's not making videos unless she feels like really compelled. So I hope she gets some inspiration, because I do miss her videos. And like, she has the Marc Jacobs, she has a lot of the Britney Spears and those type of like cheapies, and a pretty large collection as well. So I'm gonna say final answer, Joss. When you started wearing fragrance, or when did you start wearing fragrance, and which did you wear growing up? So I never wore fragrance growing up. My mom she's very sensitive to scent, and I think that's part of the reason why I like more skin scents, or scents that aren't super overpowering, or more sweet. They're not like the really heavy, if you think of like what was popular in the 80s and 90s, that is not my style of perfume whatsoever. I like something that's much closer to the skin, much more tamed, or much fruitier and sweet in nature. So I never wore it. I remember going to fragrance counters with my dad. Like, my mom would be shopping, my dad and I would be left to our own devices, and we would just go and smell like every bottle of perfume, and I loved doing that. And then my mom was always like, roll down the windows on the way home, because even though we didn't spray any of it on, just handling and smelling it, that's how sensitive she was. Luckily, a lot of the newer fragrances are not that strong, like I said. So I think the first fragrance I probably had, I know my aunt, when I was really little, bought me Love's Baby Soft, but she bought it at an outlet, and I remember really liking that, but I left it at her house, and then she had a fire and lost everything. And this is my great aunt, by the way, my grandmother's sister. So I remember having that, but it wasn't like something that I wore or like had with me. So early fragrances, I don't know which one is exactly first. I had a raspberry tart from Hot Topic. I still have that, and I didn't wear that so much. It was strawberry shortcake themed, and that's why I got it. And then at some point, Juicy Couture was really early in my actual like scent journey and scent collection. I just loved that scent, and I still love that scent to this day. I've gone through several bottles of it. And then the other ones would be the Harajuku Lovers. I remember getting those pretty early on because I was such a Gwen Stefani fan, and those bottles were so cute. So those would be like the earliest, but those would all be, you know, like college age when those came out. I think that's dating me. I don't remember when they came out, but somewhere in that vicinity. Do you wear fragrances to bed? And if so, which? I do wear, like, I don't always spray it on me. I guess I do spray my pajamas usually. So yes, I do. I started that maybe 2 years ago or so. I like something that's very light and aquatic, or even like a body spray. So I just finished Sunblooms and Suede by Bath and Body Works. That one was a lovely, that's a berry vanilla scent, and I love that one. It was really soft, really comforting. That one I loved wearing to bed. I also like Magic in the Air from Bath and Body Works and Moonlit Path. Those are the ones in body sprays that I wear the most. I'm almost done with a bottle of Magic in the Air. I can't believe it. And then aquatic, I've almost done with a large bottle of Ocean de Joya, and I finished Aqua de Joya, using it mostly just as a nighttime scent. So something light like that. I've also used samples of Light Blue, even though that's more citrusy. I don't know, that it's still pretty light and dissipates pretty quickly. It's not like you're going to smell it all night. So something like that. Those are the type of scents that I like. Nothing heavy, nothing that's like super lasting, just something nice and quiet, or musky even. Dylan Turquoise is another one that I've used several samples up, using it as a nighttime spray. If you could only keep 3 fragrances, which would you keep? Don't think too hard. That's such a hard question. My initial gut reaction is Juicy Couture, Viva La Juicy, because that's been, I still count it as my signature scent, even though I don't wear it as much, but I love that scent, and I have friends who tell me when they smell it, that reminds them of me, so I would say that that's kind of my signature type scent. I have so many fragrances. Maybe Scandal by Night. I love that scent so much. It's that sweet, syrupy, juicy. Yes, I'm gonna say that. And then this, oh, it's so hard. I'm thinking there's several that I've been pretty obsessed with. You know what? We're gonna go with Clean Reserve Sparkling Sugar. I love that scent. It's just light and nice and airy, and yeah, that's the one we're gonna go with. So Viva La Juicy, Sparkling Sugar, and Scandal by Night. Which 3? That's insane. That's so few. That's not even 1 per season. What is the worst fragrance that you've smelt / purchased? So the worst one that I've ever smelled is Secretions Magnifique by Etat Libre d'Orange Eldo, as Joss says. Yeah. No, that one I gagged. There's actually, I filmed it. It's a video when I was smelling several from that house. If I remember, I'll link it up above. It was not pretty. It was not good. The worst one that I purchased, you know, I'm going to go with Dior Poison, which I know is going to upset some people. I smelled it in store and I thought it smelled so good. I purchased it and I should have returned it, but I didn't. Why? I don't know. It turned so funky on me. You know, it smells great, and then after about an hour, it just smells funky, like Play-Doh gone wrong or something. Not even Play-Doh, like it smells terrible on me. So we're gonna go with that one. Do you like blind buying? Not especially. I would rather smell things beforehand, but there's so many of the perfumes that I'm interested in are not necessarily available in the States, or they're not available at retailers anywhere near me. So that's always frustrating. So I don't like blind buying, but I do quite a bit of it. And it's bit me in the butt a few times. I will say that. And even with perfume reviewers, like people say things like this is the best, and I don't always like them. I feel like I don't always align with what people think, especially on like more popular fragrances. All right, what are your top 5 fragrance notes? So cherry's going to be number 1, definitely. I'm going to say marshmallow is another one. Pineapple I really love. Vanilla probably is a 4th one. Oh, it's hard. There's so many other ones I love, like strawberry and tuberose. Peach. We're going to go with peach as my last one, although I really love plum too. And I would say watermelon, but I've not found watermelon I feel is a very hard note to really get. So yeah, we'll go cherry number 1, marshmallow, vanilla, pineapple, and peach. Very much fruity, sweet type of aesthetic going on over here. What is your least favorite fragrance? What are your least favorite fragrance notes? So I would say I don't like oak moss. I know a lot of people like it. It just turns weird on me. I don't like incense. I don't like heavy woods. Those, my skin brings out the incense and the woods. Like Delina Exclusive, they just smell like They smell beautiful upon application, same with Angel Nova, but then it's that wood or that incense that just really pops out, and that's all I can smell on me, and I don't enjoy that. I like that sweet kind of thing. Patchouli is hit or miss with me. I don't think I like saffron. Everybody loves all these saffron scents, but I don't necessarily like most of those scents when I've smelled them. So I don't think that's one that I really agree with either. But definitely those heavier woods, that's the first thing. Or any bodily fluids, you know. And metallics. I don't like metallic notes either. I don't like how they smell on me. If you could bring back one discontinued fragrance or formulation, which would you bring back? Ooh, probably Alien Taste of something. I don't even know what the full name is, but it's like the more caramel Alien that they did. I do have a bottle of Essence Absolute that I absolutely love, and I would say that one because I feel like it needs to be more widely, like more people need to have that in their life. But the taste of whatever, I can't remember. Let me look it up. Well, now I just feel silly. So it's Alien Taste of Fragrance. That's what it is. And it's has more of a caramel note to it than that extra boozy vanilla. So that's one that I would bring back personally. But I think like Essence Absolute, I really like Aliens. So there we go. If you could, do you have a signature scent? I kind of answered this one. So I would say that my signature scent is Juicy Couture Viva La Juicy. I think a lot of people associate me with that, but I don't wear it as much as I used to because I just have so many fragrances now. I would still consider that my signature scent, and I have been layering it a little bit lately, like in the spring. I found layering it with Oriana by Perfumes de Marly, or even like Floral Marshmallow by Dossier. Oh, that really brings out like and adds to it. So that's still I still consider that my signature scent. And then the last one is, what is the best fragrance on the opposite sex? I have no idea. None of the guys that I dated were really into fragrance, and yeah, so I don't really know. My last boyfriend, he liked Nivea and Knit Cream, so I guess that's what he smelled like, and I don't know, he didn't necessarily smell like anything to me. That sounds weird, but it wasn't like he didn't have a signature scent or anything, so I have absolutely no idea. My dad's like Old Spice is what he wore when I was growing up after shave, you know. So I don't know. I leave that open to others to explore and to comment on, because I have absolutely no idea. Anyway, let me know what your answers would be to this. If you did your own version of this, let me know down below as well. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Thank you so much for sticking with me through the storm and everything. And I hope you're having a fantastic day, and I can't wait to talk to you next time.